Hey, what's up, guys? It's Joshy J. I just want to apologize for the audio in this voiceover. My throat was actually a little sore, so I do sound a little bit sick. But I think that this will be some relevant stuff, and yeah, I think you guys will be able to get a lot from it. So yeah, enjoy. Also, the painting and the design that you're seeing in the background is it's an ice creature. So this creature died in like an ice glacier, and there were these magical forces that started to grow around its skeleton. So that's why there's a skeleton within this creature, and you can see there's like bones kind of growing out of it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy.
Let's talk about niche versus diversity when it comes to concept art. So the thing is with this particular type of debate is you'll hear all kinds of different solutions from different people, and I think that is the way with most advice that you get is you take enough advice, it all cancels to zero anyway. So the thing is you got to hear enough advice to know which advice not to take, but you also got to ultimately make a decision on your own for these kinds of things. So the thing with becoming very niche when it comes to concept art and art is that you do potentially limit yourself to be able to be hired for other types of jobs. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I was having this conversation with a friend the other day, and I thought it was very, very relevant. And this particular debate I've been umming and ahhing about and considering different types of options of this for like a long time. So I thought it would be a really good one. So yeah, as I said, when you niche yourself, you become quite limited, but at the same time, you do become recognized in that exact field. So, for example, like Bobby Chiu. When you think of creature design, you'll think of Bobby Chiu because he's niched himself in that particular area. So in the beginning, when you're starting out, it is quite hard to stay very niched because you're not yet already known for that thing. So when I started out not in concept art. I started out in multimedia, which is like animation and app design and web and game and it was a whole bunch of these things, and it was very, very diverse. So I come from a very broad background, but only a little bit later on in my last year did I realize that I really want to specialize in specifically concept art. And even in concept art, there's certain things that I really like. So I really like vehicle design actually, and character design. So I came from a very broad background. So it's worth trying to dissect which one is going to give you more value, because I guess my theory has always been that if you do what you love for long enough, eventually people will start paying you for what you love. That's always been a motto of mine. No matter how, even when I started out, I was just like, I'm going to do what I love until someone pays me for doing what I love. And that was a very, very core belief of mine. And essentially it's holding to be true. And another theory of mine is that like what one monkey can do, another one can. So what I mean is like, because someone else has done it or done something, it means you can do it as well. We're all human. I don't have some special power. I just stuck to my guns and stuck to my beliefs. But if your belief, I know loads of artists that are very diverse in very different fields. They take on animation, they do art, they code, they script as well for games, and the list goes on. They do app design and all like a whole bunch of those kinds of things, and they do really well in that field because they really love it. They love being a jack of all trades and doing really well in all of those different areas. I know Trent Kanuga is very diverse. He codes and he does loads of concept art. Plus he does loads of different things within concept art, which is kind of where I seem to lie as well, where there's lots of things that I love to do within the conceptual art field. Plus, I love animation as well. So, in that way, I'm always going to get jobs in animation, and also concept art, asset, environment, and characters, plus creatures. So there's a whole bunch of things that I could be employed for. So if your goal is to niche really hard, just get really insane at it. And the thing is with these is neither of them are bad. Neither of them is worse than the other. They are just what they are. And the thing is to just go all in with whatever it is that you believe that rings true to you. So if yours is to diversify, just get like really good at each of those different skills just because you like it. That's all. And if your job, one of my friends is very, very niche. They love a certain type of like creature type of design. And I was just saying, like, just get very, very niched at that and become so good that as soon as whenever someone thinks of creature design, they think of that. They'll think of you. So I thought that was like really, really cool. And the cool part is with art is like everyone is very, very different in terms of like what they like. And you don't even have to like one single thing. That's the coolest part. So I love concept art. I would consider myself more of a concept artist than an illustrator. I'm not fine detail orientated, but I know lots of people that are. And like I could iterate like 50 different concepts for like maybe some creature in like a day, where someone would rather spend a week like painting one painting and they would be so happy with that. And my suggestion is just do the thing that you are already good at. But one thing that applies to both being diverse and niche is that at least this theory that I have, that if you do what you love for long enough, someone will eventually pay you for it. And I heard that in the beginning of my career, and I have been getting jobs in what I absolutely freaking love to do, and I just know that that's a true one. And even though I diversify myself a bit, I still know that that's true, and I will always believe that. So it's good to try and chase goals, obviously, but still try and keep that percentage of what you love within your goals. You know what I mean? Just for you to be able to keep sane and, like do something just because you like to do it. And eventually you just do something you like, you get really good at what you like. So eventually people will hire you for it. Cool dudes, hope this helped, and I will check you guys in the next one.